your drunk ass climbs a mountain and pulls a holy sword out of a dragon. The next day, a T-Rex-sized lizard in a maid outfit is at your door, ready to do laundry. Welcome to an average Tuesday. Before the chaos, the stats. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid dropped in 2017 from Kyoto Animation, adapted from Kulkyo Shinja's manga. Director Yasuhiro Takimoto's team gave us 13 episodes of what seems like a cute slice of life, but is really a show about property damage. It asks what happens when your roommate can level a city by sneezing. The answer, it turns out, is wholesome domesticity with a hint of existential terror. A genuine modern classic that completely blindsided me when it first aired. Kobayashi is one of the most relatable protagonists ever. She's not a chosen one. She's a tired office worker with dead eyes and a love for cheap booze. Her reaction to a dragon maid isn't panic, it's a sigh and, "Can you even do laundry?" That's the energy I live for. She's the deadpan anchor in a sea of mythological insanity. Honestly, her complete lack of fucks to give is what makes the whole absurd premise work. She grounds everything in a beautifully mundane reality. Then there's Toru, a chaotic lesbian disaster dragon who wants to feed Kobayashi her own tail and commit casual genocide. My favorite part is how she applies dragon logic to human problems, like using dark magic to clean a stain. She's the ultimate, she's a little confused, but she's got the spirit character. She's trying so hard and failing so spectacularly, and it's hilarious. Toru is a walking, talking, fire-breathing red flag that you can't help but root for every single time. And then Kana arrives and the internet collectively melts. She's a walking ball of moe designed in a lab to sell merchandise. And god damn it, it works. But here's my hot take. Kana is more than just cute. She is the emotional core of this found family. Her learning about school, making friends, and that quiet bond she forms with Kobayashi is where the show sucker punches you with actual feelings. Episode 8 is a masterclass in this, turning what could have been a meme into a real, compelling character. The supporting cast is a D&D party that got kicked out for being too weird. You've got Lukoa, whose main bit hasn't aged well at all. Then there's Fafnir, the edgelord who discovers video games and becomes a basement-dwelling NEET. His arc is unironically the best thing in the show. And Elma, the perpetually hungry rival who just wants snacks. They're mostly one-note jokes, but they're damn good ones that add so much flavor to the chaos and keep the world from feeling small. Let's talk animation. This is Kyoto Animation flexing hard. They took a simple gag manga and turned it into a visual masterpiece. The slice-of-life scenes are comfy and warm, with incredible detail. But then, out of nowhere, they'll drop a Sakuga-fueled dragon fight that belongs in a battle shonen. The dodgeball scene in episode 3 alone had a budget that could have funded 3 other shows. It's an absolute power move that elevates the entire experience, and I was not ready for it. At its heart, this isn't a show about dragons. It's about lonely, broken weirdos finding a place to belong. Kobayashi is emotionally constipated, Toru was exiled, Kana was banished. They're all refugees building a home together out of mismatched parts. That's why it hits so hard. For me, the quiet moments, like them just watching TV together on the kotatsu, are far more powerful than any battle. It wraps a deeply resonant theme of found family in layers of absurd comedy. The comedy is rapid fire, bouncing between clever situational humor and pure absurdity. Fafnir trying to sell cursed items at Comiket is a personal favorite moment. The show is at its best when it juxtaposes the epic scale of its characters with mundane life. However, it does lean on tired tropes. The over-the-top Yuri baiting and the whole Lukoa situation can get pretty cringe, pulling you right out of the vibe. It's a 9-10 comedy with some definite 210 moments you just have to power through. But the show isn't all fluff. There's a dark undercurrent many people miss. When Tofuru's father, the Emperor of Demise, shows up in the finale, it's a stark reminder these aren't cute girls. They're terrifying beings who see humans as insects. The conflict is resolved a bit too easily for my taste, almost like the show got scared of its own lore. I wanted more of that genuine threat that reminds us Kobayashi is living with a loving but very volatile nuclear bomb. So, should you watch it? Absolutely. If you want a comfort show that can make you laugh 1 minute and then quietly break your heart the next, this is it. It's a masterclass in tone from a legendary studio. A story about found family and accepting the chaotic weirdos in your life. Just maybe have the remote ready to skip a few of the Lukoa scenes if you're showing it to someone new. Trust me, it's a modern classic for a very, very good reason. Thanks for watching this dive into dragon domesticity. If you enjoyed it, you know the drill. Drop a likes, subscribe, and tell me your favorite dragon in the comments. Most importantly, what anime, film, or series